Hey, this is Annie with Annie RBGs on Twitch. I've gotten a lot of requests for this, so here it is. Seething Shore. I'll be going over Seething Shore from a rogue's perspective and my job as a rogue. What I'll be covering in this video is stalling, attacking nodes, rotating, and utilizing my kit to make quick of obtaining nodes. I have some great clips ahead, so stay tight. Alright, so I'm going to break down what I do here to stall at this node. There's obviously the two rogues here, and there's not any kind of win condition I have. So my job is to stall this node as long as possible for either teammates to arrive or stall it long enough to where these two rogues are not going to leave soon enough to be able to help their other bases. Alrighty, so this rogue is capping the flag. I'm going to go in to sap him. As soon as I do, the other rogue comes out somehow, and I sap him. I think he was going for a fan of knives, and he was trying to fan me out, but it didn't work. So when I sapped him, he trinketed, and they both started to get on me. So I kind of panicked, and I used almost all my defensives. I mean, I used everything because it's double rogue. If they touch me, I could easily die. So I get the blind on this guy. Since the other guy's already dropped combat, I'm able to get a resap on him and then continue this fight. So here I am, I'm stalling this fight, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sap that guy that's blinded, and make sure he doesn't get a re-stealth. This guy is just still has to cap the flag, so I'm gonna sap the other guy a couple of times. Gonna open kidney here, and the other one's gonna blind me right as I get my shadowy duel off. So I gotta trigger that blind to get the spin on the guy that's not in the shadowy duel. As soon as this guy reblinds me and gets this kidney, I knew for sure I was gonna lose this base. But that's okay that I lost this base 1v2. I started out long enough to where they are not going to be able to go help the other team. And if you look at the scoreboard at the top, my team had already gotten a base. So because my team got that base so fast, they were able to snowball the other node. And Ridge has already started spawning again at this place. So when I rest, I come over here. The two rogues that I fought at the very first base came over here to also get this one. So I'm going to start out this base as another 1v2. And I'll show you how I stall this until teammates arrive. So they went for the smoke bomb. I know this guy's gonna AoE me out, so I went in and then started blinding, and I went for the vanish immediately. That allows me to stay in stealth. He's not gonna be able to get me out and do what he wants. So I've sapped this guy, stalling more time. This other rogue should have started capping to try to make me come out faster, but instead he obviously started trying to look for me, and then he's just wasting a lot of time. So because they wasted so much time, my druids that were rezzing that had died previously, they were able to drop in. They started fighting. They blind me. They started using a lot of resources on my druid. It's really hard to kill a druid. So when they realize they're not going to kill him, one of them starts coming back to me, and they start trying to kill me, but they don't do it together. The other guy's just running away, and that was a big mistake on their part. They needed to double gang me up, like on me. It just didn't pan out the way. My other druid drops down, has Convoke up, forces him dead. The other rogue is over there stealth, so I know he's gonna come back and try to spin this. So as he's coming back to spin this, I drop this bomb, and we get the cap. So on this next one, I saw that this node was spawning. I saw my Demon Hunter tank and my Holy Pele, which was the other spin team, was going to it, and I knew those rogues are gonna go to it. So my Demon Hunter tank gets this rogue out, and I knew the other rogue was about to sap and start capping. So I come back and I sap the rogue that's capping, and I asked my Holy Pele there to drink it so he can start capping this flag. So he trinkets, starts capping. I get the resap on that rogue, and I half kidney this guy. It was DR'd from the tank DH. When I went to go blind the other rogue, he had already gone away, and so I opted to blind this one instead. The reason he went away is because my Demon Hunter was spamming hunt, and he went to go stop the hunt, and instead of stopping the cap on my Holy Belly. On this node right here, there's a tank DH that's about to cap it. My team has a druid and a priest on his way. My priest is sapped over there, and I sapped the tank DH. My druid starts capping, and I'm trying to force this rogue out. So my priest is AoEing inside my bomb there to try to get this rogue out. The rogue comes out. He gets the fear as I get the cheap shot. It works out. So my job is to keep this DH CC'd since neither of them had trinkets. I mess up, and I didn't get the full cheap shot off clip on the last one, and he gets a glaive toss out. Luckily, glaive toss has a travel time, but if it wasn't for that, they would have been able to spin that, and they would have stalled out a little bit longer. So in this one, there's a tank demon hunter, and he's in a bomb. I run into the bomb. I get the sap on the tank demon hunter. I immediately vanish because this rogue is AoEing me out. My druid shows up. We get the trinket off the demon hunter with that sap. I guess he thought he was gonna cap and get the base off that. So this rogue goes on me. He's positive Asian. His kidney. My druid gets the clone right here in this demon hunter, and so this rogue is tunneling me really, really hard. So my druid's capping, and I get the kidney on him. By the time he realizes he needs to stop my druid from capping right there, he trinkets way too late, and they don't get the cap. So they blind me, and they're running over here because this other node's about to spawn. They're on my boomy here. My boomy's stalling it out. He's just trying to live. There's no really need for us to fight and risk one of us dying. So we're stalling it out. My boomy's tells me he's got Convoke up. Their tank demon hunters are running away from this rogue. So I stun this rogue up, and my boomy gets Convoke, and we get a lot of damage out right there. We already got their trinkets, so basically one of us can just go cap. It's going to take us forever to kill that tank demon hunter. So I run over here to cap. One of my boomies gets the cyclone, and we easily get 2 nodes off this rogue and DH back to back. Alrighty, this one was pretty fun. There's a DK and a priest spinning this flag against my Holy Pele and DH. The priest is already trinketed, but the DK still has his. So I run up, and I'm getting ready to CC this DK, and I'm telling my Pele to Hodge this priest. So my DH is spamming the flag right here, and I go for the kidney on this guy. He is the trinkets. He must have been running ADAP. Boom, there's a trinket, and I get a half stun right here. The priest is Hodged. I shadowy duel this guy. He doesn't have any AoE, and I get away from the flag right there, so that way he doesn't spin me with a Howling Blast. When that Howling Blast goes off, it doesn't spin my DH, and we get the flag. Alrighty, so at this node, there's a tank DH and a rogue spinning against my boomkin. I just told my Holy Pad to leave that node so that way he can go heal somewhere else that had more DPS on their team. So I'm coming up to this node, and I notice that the DH and the rogue don't have trinkets. So I'm communicating to my boomkin that we're going to go for a CC cap. So the goal right here is that I'm going to stun one, and he's going to cyclone the one I stun, and I'm going to stun the other and get the cap. What we didn't know was something else is going to happen during this. So as I go for the stun on the DH, and he gets the clone right there, and I get the stun on the rogue right here, if you look to the right, a priest shows up. So we're like, fuck, what are we going to do here? So I immediately had to blind this rogue, and it's on DR. I didn't want to have to do that, but it works out. I stun this priest. I go back over to my druid, who's already been capping for a couple seconds, and I bomb on him, and I get the stun on this rogue right as the blind is ending. This isn't really slow-mo, so like even though it looked like that was pretty long of a time between the blind and the stun, it was actually really, really fast. And I'll play back. He did. Okay. Are you ready?
Alright, we're okay.
Ready? Wait. You clone DH. I can hear. I'll stun on both.
Okay.
Alright,
Yeah.
Kenny.
Go.
I'm dead.
Need one more. Alright, we're good. We're covered. Everyone.
We're wiping red.
Oh my god. Let's go.
Alright, come to overlook.
The next couple clips are going to be a recap of my first couple clips, but they're going to be from the point of view of the other team and with their comms. So, hope you enjoy.
Yo, Piz, just make sure you listen, okay? And we can cap this easily.
I got you.
Your tank is at tar pits.
Start
They have-
capping. Start capping.
Yeah, I spun out.
Five bridge, we need healer.
I'm on the pally here.
Our whole fucking team here, dude.
I'm going to bridge.
Bubble.
Coming. Oh no, that's gone already, isn't it?
He killed me through AMS.
I'm still spinning it, but
Killed
I'm
me
coming,
through
dude.
AMS.
I just
Don't
Are you
worry
still
about it.
spinning
Go
right
back, dude.
blinding him.
Yep, capping.
I'm feared.
No, UCC.
All right.
Just kidney out.
I'm kind of like
Let's kill him.
on Gauss. You walls. If you guys need an extra DPS somewhere, let me know.
Can you
I'll
CC
fill
him
out
off that?
Windwalker.
No.
I'm on Jason Thorn.
Get on Pally now,
Mortal
get on
Strike on
Pally.
Jason Thorn. Okay. Jason Thorn has
I'll get
PS
next
on him.
kick, I'll get next kick.
I dispelled it.
I'm
I can kick that.
on him still. He's real low.
He's not like
He gets PS on him.
what?
Can we get a healer to double rogue?
Combo. I'm on Doctor.
There's 3 people at Ridge, man. Can we get another person
I'm
over?
here.
They're just spam capping.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to drink. He
I'll
won't let me
rip
drink
it
though. That
next to you.
warlock.
Peanut, if you can make it towards
Yeah,
point,
I know.
sweet
I don't really have an answer for it either.
Get on high society. Get on high society.
Now I do.
Anything there, Piz, besides that guy?
Yeah. It is a D8.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, I'm gonna
He-
tap him and cap.
Yeah.
That's correct. There's a rogue here. Oh, this guy
I need
trinketed.
someone to break off towards this other node. 1 DPS. Let's get VX.
I'm
gonna
chop.
I got it.
So that's going to wrap up my tips on how to utilize your kit as a rogue to help secure nodes for your team. If you have any questions about any of that or about anything else, RBG related, can be any class, not just rogues, drop me a comment and I'll get back to it as soon as I can. I reply to all my comments. If you like the video, drop a like, subscribe, and suggest what you want to see next. If you want to see any more content live, you can watch me at Annie RBG on Twitch TV. Thanks, guys.